Welcome to Screencast, Kind of Funny's only entertainment-based podcast where we come together and talk about movies, TV shows, and streaming services. All that sweet, delicious entertainment news you want to know about. TV. You can catch us live Fridays at around 11 a.m. on twitch.tv.
Sometimes 11:15, sometimes 11:19.
/ Kind of Funny Games. Or if you don't have time for that, that's fine. You can watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/ kind of funny. Yeah, that sounds right. Yep. If you refuse, you can also watch us on Rooster Teeth. But if you refuse to watch us, you can listen to us on all your favorite streaming services. We are also on SoundCloud, so go in there, give us a little like, subscribe. I don't know how SoundCloud works, but do what makes us look good, please.
Options. We like to give them to you, so you can like us in all the places. Thumbs up, 5-star, 10 out of 10.
There it is.
3-finger rating. Give us the 3.
You can also support us on patreon.com/ kind of funny. My name is Kevin Coelho. I am your host. And to my immediate right is Nick Scarpino, the man with the 3-fingered review.
And well, hello, Kevin.
How you doing today? You watch anything good this week?
Well, yes, but we're going to be talking about it later today.
I mean, you can mention it.
We watched Aladdin, the original animated 1992 classic Aladdin. And man, it was like stepping back into my childhood. I really, really enjoyed it.
Something that I want to add is that when we talk about what we watch, I'd like for us to mention where we watch it. Now, Aladdin, really goddamn hard because it is vaulted, and if you don't own Aladdin, you cannot watch Aladdin right now.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, like the Disney Vault, we talk about it a lot, but it doesn't normally impede us from our needs. But this was the first time where it was like, oh shit, like there's no way to rent it, no way to buy it, no way to digitally get it.
It is strange.
Yeah, luckily,
I was like,
that's
someone has a full collection of Disney Blu-rays.
That's right.
That someone is me.
But that will be over soon with Disney Plus
digital
too.
Codes. So that's how we watched it.
Yeah, which was, it's just so random to me that I'm like, oh, I can't rent it. I get it. They're prepping for Disney Plus and all that jazz, but surely they'll let you still buy the fucking movie. Nope.
Get vaulted, son.
I was like, oh, I'm willing to pay for this. Like, it's, Disney's giving me hours and hours of entertainment. I'll give them $20 for this movie or whatever, mostly because I'm lazy and I didn't feel like doing digital code stuff. And no, they won't let me do it. It was very weird. And then I had to jump on Slack and ask everyone how all that stuff worked.
It was so funny.
And then Kevin explained it to me, and I was like,
hey,
and I missed that explanation, but then Greg put a picture in it. I was like, pictures. That's perfect.
You put
Voodoo
a picture,
sucks, man.
You put a
Voodoo's
picture,
interface sucks.
and Greg like circled where you had to click. It was very funny. I was very amused.
Yeah, I was
Voodoo's
just
interface is
ridiculously
terrible.
It's awful.
Its options and versatility are unmatched, and I got to give them a shout out.
You can watch it
The quality's
everywhere.
best there for streaming, for sure. It was across any of the other ones.
Really pretty. It was really pretty.
It's best on native TV apps.
Which is what I'm using.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's some issue with my beautiful, amazing TV that I love so much where it disconnects from the internet. So I had to switch over.
I got mine hardwired.
I had mine hardwired too, and that wasn't really fixing the issue. But using it through the Xbox app, it doesn't look as pretty, but it still looks great.
My two favorite streaming qualities are from the TV. Both are native from the TV. It's Vudu and Netflix when it's Netflix original content that is HDR or Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
Specifically,
the Dolby Vision is so good.
HDR10 is what I meant. Dolby Vision.
I really want you to watch. What was that? Altered Carbon. Just a tiny bit because it's Dolby Vision taken to like the best degree.
Hell yeah,
Like
man.
don't watch. I don't think you'll like the story of it, but I think that like just looking at it,
It's pretty.
it's so pretty.
Damn pretty.
You're going to try to watch Joel Kinnaman try to act.
It's so mean.
he's about as stiff as a
Joel
fucking
Kinnaman.
board. I'm Joel Kinnaman. I'm emoting.
It wasn't his body, He doesn't know how to emote in it.
God, he's jacked though.
He is so
Such
jacked.
a big dude.
Is that all you watched this week? Nothing else?
I'm still making my way through Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Love it. And I finished Veep.
Oh, I was about to ask you about that.
Yeah, and it's this season, great. Just great. Super fucking
dark ending?
Oh yeah. Did you watch it?
No. I'm contemplating jumping in and watching the whole thing.
You should. The only criticism I have with Veep in general is that I don't know what season this is, but last season is it 6? So season 5 was terrible, absolutely terrible. Just get through it.
Cool,
it's
Ray,
not that many episodes.
This is Veep?
I'll check it out. But they kicked back up with this last season, and it is the most inappropriately fucked up thing I've ever watched, and I love it. love it. They are terrible human beings. None of them are redeemable. And it's just the way it ends is just so fucking dark and sad. It's great. Very fulfilling. Unlike another show that we will not talk about that's ending this Sunday, that I'm sure will not give me the same feelings that I have right now.
We'll see. They might bring it in the last episode. Really bring it.
Whatever.
Also, you can talk about watching Game of Thrones. It's okay. We have another show that is all about Game of Thrones. Anyways, to your right, my left.
It's me.
Tim, the Bomber Jacket King.
Yeah.
No bomber jacket
today.
Gettys.
We're at a point right now where we're doing a lot of shows that review things or talk about things. So most of the things I watched this week are those things.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu, Game of Thrones, and Aladdin. So those were the big ones. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was the return of everyone's favorite show, The Bachelorette. Let me tell you about Hannah Beast. Killing the damn game. Now is the best time ever to jump on because this bitch is crazy, dog. Let me tell you. I keep telling people, she's the cool Greg of Bachelorette contestants. She's there and she's living her life, and it's one of those things where most people like they kind of put on this front of how they're supposed to act. Not her. Hannah Beast, she's there and people ask her a question, she's like, I'm gonna answer this as honestly as fucking possible, and it makes good TV.
Is it this girl?
It is. You can see it in her eyes, right?
Yeah, she got the crazy eyes.
She got them crazy eyes.
She got psycho
I love her, dude. Hannah B, dude. Alabama Hannah.
So nothing
Roll
else.
Tide.
Nothing else. Just how long is each episode of The Bachelor?
2 hours, baby.
Fucking hours?
3.
2 hours.
What a
Sometimes
tremendous
3.
waste of time.
Hell yeah,
with that
dude.
series. What a terrible show.
I brought it up to Paula. I was like, "Are you gonna watch?" She's like, "I haven't watched in like a year and a half."
Jump on point, I'm telling you, man.
I don't want her to start watching.
Hannah Beast,
It's
dude.
a bummer.
Roll Tide.
I have to go to the garage and play video games. It's really sad because it's a little too cold there.
So her name's Hannah B, but she goes by Hannah Beast because every once in a while she goes,
You've shown me many clips of her roaring.
Do you just like to zone out and watch this shit for 2 hours? You know this is killing you, right? You know this is like some sort of poison that you're putting in your bloodstream.
I'm gonna say it. This is the worst thing that Gia has done to you.
All
Yeah.
right, take the good, take the bad, take them both. There you have The Bachelorette.
The facts of life, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it both ways.
Yeah. God.
All right, here's the list of stuff I watched this weekend. Went to the movies with one Joey Noel on Monday. We had an early day, and I was like, I'm going to go
I
watch.
like to call her Jono.
I call it the Joester.
I don't
still.
like that.
Joey Noel, but you take out a couple letters?
Yeah, no, I got it.
No.
Joe, no.
Joe knows best.
She doesn't hate it.
You can just talk, cool, Greg. Or it's okay.
I'm talking. Thank
We've learned
you.
that the loud whispering in here is just
Damn, I
it's
can't.
just confusing.
Is it
and
the
befuddling.
Joester? Is that the nickname that you love so much?
The Joester.
I don't know that I had loved it as much as I just.
I think eventually
accepted it.
you were just like, you know what? It feels right.
The thing is, we just
Can I
don't
call you
have,
guys Casey and JoJo?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally
I
can.
love that.
No, Kevin has nicknames, and Casey's
Anyways,
not one
Casey
of
and
them.
JoJo this Monday went to watch the movies, and we watched a double feature, and it was
you understand
awesome.
that?
I do.
Having AMC is fantastic.
It
We
is.
call him
A-list.
Shock and Awe sometimes. We call him the
I
Great
haven't heard
Wall
the
of
shock
Kevin.
and awe in a while.
But of course, he is also
we
known as
watched Long Shot and
Eminem.
The Heist.
This is correct. Those are
And
factual pieces of
Long
information.
Shot, I enjoyed.
I liked it
Long
way
Shot.
more than I thought I was going to.
I thought it was a very, very rom-com movie that was good.
The trailer for this looked terrible.
Did it?
This is the Seth Rogen movie
Yeah,
where he's
yeah,
like,
I showed it
some
to you guys.
I thought you
doofus
liked
that.
it.
What?
I'm pretty sure you liked it.
No, I did not like this one.
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
it
some
I've seen it
doofus.
twice in the movies and in the theaters. I'm like, why would anyone?
You
make
watched
this
it on the
movie?
show or for the show.
This is the Charlize Theron one where he's like,
Yeah.
she just hires him
Their
to be on a
chemistry
campaign.
is like phenomenal.
All right.
Like them together, I'd
Which I
buy
was
it.
not
Yeah.
expecting. I kind of expected
you know-
it to be like Knock Up, where I was like, I don't know if I really buy this,
Yeah.
but it was way more endearing.
First off, Knocked Up was great.
And then we watched The Heist. And oh boy, in the first 2 minutes, and I know,
Heist.
The Heist.
Give me some.
Anne Hathaway, huh?
The Hustle?
The Hustle.
I'm sorry, The Hustle.
There you go. That's why I was
Yeah.
confused. I was like,
Yeah,
The Heist
Anne
is a De Niro
Hathaway and
film.
Rebel Wilson. As it turns out, I don't like talking shit about people, but I hate Rebel Wilson.
How?
You know what I mean? In the first 2 minutes, I was
Is
like,
it that, or do you just love Anne Hathaway so much?
I mean, she still wasn't that bad in this movie.
I think Rebel Wilson is a way better like side
character, yeah.
than she is one of like a main character.
What is it called? The like the random little characters that come up every once in a while, character actors.
Side character. Oh,
She's a
I don't know.
good character
like
actor.
a supporting actor.
You know?
First off, how dare you all? Okay, Pitch Perfect. fucking live your life.
Yeah, but she's one of those side characters in it, so that's why she's good.
Secondly, have you seen a rom-com? Or romantic movie, whatever the hell that one was that she did recently?
Isn't it romantic? I did. Not great.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. I just was wondering.
But like, no. That's why I feel.
If she was gonna go, yeah, it's good. I was gonna go, fuck you guys, but she hasn't seen it.
She saw it,
and I didn't.
Oh, you saw it.
it.
You should love it very much.
But like the hustle in the first, like I fucked up. Like me and
what is The Hustle about?
Hey, before you talk about The Hustle,
like
real
Dirty
quick,
Rotten
I just want to give a
Scoundrels,
shout out to Rebel
women.
Wilson for one of the funniest. There's two jokes in movies that I'll just die in my grave laughing to. One of them is in Beer Fest when they kill Farva, and then he comes back as his twin brother. He's like, I'll just pretend to be him.
It'll make it easier
hilarious.
for everyone.
The other one is in Pitch Perfect 1 when it's towards the end of the movie and they're all having their moments of like telling their deepest, darkest secrets. And she goes, I gotta tell you guys something. My name's not Fat Amy. It's Fat Patricia.
A very funny moment.
So good.
But yeah, within the first like 5 minutes, I was like, oh, this is the kind of movie this is gonna be.
Not gonna be good,
like the lowest level of comedy that exists, and it was just at that point
I should have Amy Schumer film now.
I should have turned around and been like, Joey, do you want to leave and go back to Marufuku? And then I didn't, and we sat through the rest of it, and there were chuckles, but it was chuckles like laughing.
No, see, I won't
them,
do it. I won't
you know?
do it. This is my thing. I will leave the theater, and if it's now that I'm an A-list Stubbs member, I'll just leave. But if I had to pay for it, I will ask for my money back. I will not sit through shitty comedy movies anymore. There's too many shitty run-of-the-mill comedy movies on Netflix. I won't do it. If it's on Netflix, I watch 30 seconds. Done. No, I'm out.
Yo,
I'm
speaking
done.
of, what the fuck's the deal with this? The sun and the
Speak your
stars,
truth, bro.
or something like that. The sun and the moon.
The sun is also a star.
The sun is
That's
also
coming out this
a
week.
star coming out this
To
week
theaters.
with a trailer that looks way too fucking good. Where I'm like, this
Okay,
looks like
does it?
I'm super.
I'm
but
excited
hold
for
on.
it.
I need some asterisks. There's some asterisks here. This looks way too fucking good for a Netflix movie. Why is it in theaters? I've seen this movie 10 times on Netflix.
Yeah, this movie
Give me it on Netflix.
This movie looks like a very run-of-the-mill young adult.
I think it looks good.
It has-
I
compared
think
to
it looks better than that.
the other one.
I think it's a little bit better, but at the same time, the start of it just like, oh man, this dude being like, I'm gonna make you fall in love. Don't worry,
Dude,
we got it.
the
It's
fucking-
just
I
when
love that.
he says that, don't worry, we got it. I'm like,
was
oh,
like,
that's pretty cool.
oh, my man, let's go,
that's pretty
baby.
cool.
Yeah, but then there's like 4 other lines. You're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck,
Hey, dude, there's a ticking
I was
clock.
like,
Look at me,
I'm
my
like, somebody
poem book.
fucking wrote
And then
that?
out of nowhere,
Fuck
it's like,
you.
hey, immigration stuff.
Yo,
It's like,
dude,
whoa, dude,
oh, by the
that's
way, I
some
gotta leave
serious
by
shit.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well,
Some Degrassi
this ain't
shit.
gonna work.
It goes there, man.
Degrassi goes.
Listen, man, we know from Greg's relationship with Genevieve, the love of his life, that immigration can't be solved in one day. They still deal with
They got
that
Or a year
shit.
and a half.
dude, to get
Hell,
through.
good luck. Bump uglies and move on.
Jesus, that's very dark.
That's
I imagine
reality.
their uglies are very pretty.
Oh, I'd watch these two fuck all
I'm
night
also
long.
just going to say that I saw
damn
other
it.
movies this week.
What?
I saw other movies this week.
What'd
I
you
saw
see?
The Intruder
What's The Intruder?
with
What? I don't know shit about
like,
movies
to
these
be
days.
Dennis
fair,
Quaid.
like, I mean, it should it count as this week? You saw it on Sunday.
Oh my God, I hate
I'm
this
kidding. I'm
conversation.
kidding.
It's with Dennis Quaid. It's like a thriller movie.
Oh, well, it's like every like 5 years they do this movie. They make
Yeah.
this movie where it's the couple that's being like
They move into a new house.
yeah, harassed by someone.
A neighbor.
Yeah, a neighbor or
something
whatever.
Like that.
There was one. What was it? It was like fuck, I hate these movies. It's like my worst
Invasion?
nightmare.
Home Invasion?
There's one with,
No.
I want to say.
That's just what it is.
There was
Is
one
it
on
Denzel
Netflix that
Washington?
was something like that, or Open House.
Is that what it was? There's
was one
yeah.
fairly
Which one was the
recently.
Samuel L. Jackson one?
Samuel L. Jackson movie.
Samuel Jackson.
There's been they've remade this movie. Not really remade
Well,
it, but
yeah,
they make
it's
this movie
it's
like
an easy concept to make a thing.
Yeah, but I
But it
hate
was
it.
good.
Yeah.
Well, like one of them was where he was a cop.
Wasn't
And
there just some
and the
Oh,
cop
Are you
was
talking
like,
about
just
the Ray
like this?
Liotta one?
Probably.
that's what I'm talking about. The Ray Liotta one, where he's a cop and he's
yeah,
like,
Kurt Russell. What's it called?
yeah, and Kurt
Citizen?
Russell like
It's
leave
really
us alone.
good.
Yeah.
No,
Citizen
it's
Kane?
Lakeview Terrace. Someone saying
Lakeview
Terrace is the one that I was
That was
originally thinking.
SLJ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one with Beyonce. Yeah, I don't like these movies.
And then I also saw John Wick Parabellum last night.
Wait, did you
Fuck,
like
yes,
Intruder?
You did.
The Intruder I did like. I think it's
Bad
one
crowd
word
though, right? Like too many people yelling.
There was a lot of people yelling. It was a lot.
It
But
was a lot.
people were just like very
Why were
vocal
they
in the theater.
yelling? Just
Like
Sometimes you get a
responding
bad theater.
to the like what was happening on screen. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
what is going on? And then I saw John Wick last
Dude,
night.
speaking of a lot of yelling, though, I wanted to bring this up on Internet Explorers, and I totally fucking forgot. But somebody has footage of this where they went to go see Detective Pikachu. Did I tell you about this? Nick?
No.
They went to see Detective Pikachu. They're one of the only adults that were there alone.
Mm-hmm.
Families everywhere, moms, children. They're watching this. The trailer for Chucky, the Child's Play, comes on.
Why?
And everyone's like,
gets
what
better.
the fuck? The trailer for It 2 comes on.
no.
And they're like, what the fuck's going on? And he has like Snapchat footage of them that he was just getting because he's like, this is fucking hilarious because people just getting up and leaving. The movie starts, and instead of it being Detective Pikachu, it was La Llorona.
Oh my God.
And you just see footage of these families getting up screaming, dude, like leaving, like, like just trying to get the kids out.
That's so fucking funny. I'd be like, no, we're sitting through this. This daddy needs this.
So fucking funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is really funny.
Joey,
So anyway,
did
John
you
Wick.
like John Wick 3?
I loved John Wick.
Yeah.
3.
Would you say
88%
it's
on
the
Rotten
best
Tomatoes
John
right
Wick?
now.
I think it's the best John Wick. That other movie was Unlawful Entry, by the way, with Ray
Thank
Liotta.
you. Thank you.
This, I think, is my favorite John Wick movie, which, I mean, not that hard because there's only 3. I like the later John Wick movies for the same reason I like the later Purge movies of it builds up the rest of the world and you get to see what that looks like. I think they introduced some really interesting characters. If you like John Wick 1 and 2,
You
pretty much
recommend getting your
guarantee
ass
that
up
you're
and
gonna
going to
like
theaters,
3.
huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where like you can't, like, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about earlier. John Wick 1 is like a. It's not even a subtle or thinly veiled movie. It's just an action movie. They knew exactly what it was going to be. They even have a self-aware joke of what gets him into the action, which is just someone kills his dog, which is like the silliest fucking thing you could possibly do. But the fact that they realized they had a little something, and then in 2 is where it actually, I think, gets actually pretty fascinating.
Totally.
Because they're starting to build that world of the Continental out and all the different like syndicates and like different styles of assassins. I'm excited to see this movie. Very excited.
There's some really cool, obviously, action set pieces in it. Some really cool cinematography shots of different like areas that they were filming and stuff like that. I'm like really excited to see it again.
Good. I think I can't wait for you to inevitably to dive down the John Wick.
I'm upset that I'm just late on it. I was trying to catch up.
You're definitely
this week
not
and
late
that
on
just
it.
Did not happen.
You're definitely not late. You can watch.
Yeah, but you know me, dude. If I don't see the movie fucking Thursday night when it comes out, I'm not part of the conversation. If
That's
I'm not
fair.
part of the convo, why is the convo even happening?
It's not happening.
I wish I could drop a mic right now.
Don't do it.
Just drop it. Throw it.
They're
against
expensive
the fucking, throw it
mics.
against the screen. We don't need that screen.
Oh my God. It's already having issues.
Yeah.
Cool, Joey. Keep going to movies. Keep taking me with you.
I developed a new scale that I'm very proud of.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
that's right.
See, stream, or skip.
Okay.
I think that's a good.
Yeah, that's
It
a
is
good
solid.
start.
It's a
Differential.
3-finger scale.
That's a good 3-tiered scale.
But it's
man.
different.
Arguably, people are saying it's a better 3-finger scale.
No one's saying
Oh,
that. No one's saying
I
that.
read that online.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read
Joey,
that.
I'd give you the top
typed it
finger.
online.
I'd give him the middle finger.
Wow. I'll take any finger you want to give me, big cat.
I saw a couple other things. I saw Raising Kratos, the documentary
Oh, fuck.
made by
I keep wanting to watch
PlayStation
that.
is like 2 hours long. It's phenomenal.
Yeah?
It's really good. I really enjoyed it. It goes through like when Santa Monica had their layoffs. It seems very real. And it's interesting also seeing like our friend.
Corey.
Yeah. I
Okay. Well,
yeah.
every once in a while you have this moment where
I understand
like,
that.
you look like you didn't remember.
I know Corey Barlog.
There you go.
You got it.
It was really cool. That's on YouTube, free to watch in the US. I don't know how.
That's good
around the
that
world
you
works.
liked it. I'm excited for
Yeah.
it. I
And
think
then
me and G are going to watch it.
Last thing I watched, Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
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 So
You
a trailer.
texted me at approximately 1:45 yesterday saying, I'm up watching Samurai Jack.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a random text.
No,
we were
we were
talking.
texting, but like I was like, all right, 1:45, little SJ action.
Well,
okay.
I was putting together Screencast news, reading some stuff, and yesterday was an unfortunate day for many different reasons.
Good Samurai Jack. How's it hold up? Well, you watching new Samurai Jack?
No.
Or-
I started from the beginning
Okay.
because in Adult Swim, it's all available.
For
You
free,
just go and
right?
watch it. Yeah.
For anyone.
Yeah. So go to Adult Swim if you want to watch Samurai Jack. Dude, the first episode is so incredible. I think I watched like 4 episodes. They're all really good. Can't wait to jump back in it. It's amazing. I missed Samurai Jack and I didn't remember how great it was. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dope
Yeah,
shit.
I never got into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I could see you fucking with Samurai
Like
Jack.
I wanted to. I just never hit for me. Honestly, I tried watching it. I want to say it was maybe it's always been some streaming service. It was available, and I was like, I'm gonna watch through these, and I got through like 2 episodes. I'm like, it's just not for me. I don't think. But I love that style, and I love Gendy Tartakovsky. I think that's how you say his last Tartakovsky. I think
might
is how
need
you
your
say.
help later.
Yeah. I love that style, and obviously, if you're not a big Dexter's Laboratory fan or Laboratory fan, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Dial M for Monkey. Best thing that's ever happened. Best thing that's ever happened. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I do. I mean, I do. I love Dexter's Lab, but like I don't exactly remember, and it's weird. There was a character in Dexter's Lab called the Monkey. Yeah, that was a superhero. Yeah,
he
was an M, right?
Yeah, and it was one of those weird, like because it was. They always thought that they had that, and then they had the the Super Friends sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they would always cut to those side stories. And I'm like, they need to make a Dial M for Monkey series. It's genius, and he was genius.
I just don't remember the music.
I'm gonna pull it up for you.
It was great. Don't.
No, I'm doing it.
Because we're moving on to housekeeping.
Just move on.
Yeah. Patreon producers, we have none still. If you want us to not be sad and say no names now, you could go to patreon.com/kindoffunny and support there. Also, Greg and Tim are going to Florida.
We are.
Meet and greet info still incoming?
Still incoming. We're working it out. This deal came together very late, so we know for sure if you are a Full Sail Hall of Fame attendee, next week from Tuesday to Thursday, we are doing a meet and greet on Wednesday from 1 to 2. We know that for sure. It's Full Sail. It's at the thing. Look at the schedule. If you're going to that, you'll be able to meet me, Greg, and Adam Kovic from Funhouse/Inside Gaming. We are also doing a meet and greet for everybody. Still don't have the info. Stay tuned to Kind of Funny Vid's Twitter, my Twitter, and Greg's Twitter for more info. But we're aiming for Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Interesting. This show is brought to you by our sponsors, Liquid IV and Upstart, but more about that later.
For now, let's listen to some Dial M for Monkey.
I don't even know if they can hear that, Nick.
But you guys can. This is a great show.
It's a great show. Can they hear it?
You shall never become anything more than a
Okay.
mere monkey. Monkey, this is Agent Honeydew. Help
I
us.
forgot about Agent Honeydew.
Come on, son.
There you
As a,
fucking
trumpet,
go.
as a
Sound like
former
what you-
trumpet player,
You were stoked
you gotta
on
get
that.
hyped on that shit.
As a former trumpet player, how do you not love Speed Racer, the movie?
Stop. Please don't bring
I
this
love
up.
the theme.
Go.
All right, now it's time for some news.
Cool Guy doesn't know.
Yeah, Cool Gray doesn't know. So normally there's some. There's
I'll
a
do it.
little.
I'll do it. Hey, it's the news.
You got it. You nailed it.
I fucking crushed it.
Starting with some really unfortunate, sad news for me. Amazon has canceled the Tic. The Tic creator.
You kind of saw this coming though. They fucked up the Tic.
No, they didn't. What are you talking? Oh, by splitting it up.
Splitting it up, I
But
think
then
they
the
lost a lot of
second
momentum
season
with
came
it.
out totally whole.
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't watch it.
I think it just lost momentum, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is very
I think the
unfortunate.
marketing of this was just very, very not done well.
Yeah.
Amazon still needs to get their shit together when it comes to like building hype for their series. And I just think they just didn't do it very well. I started watching the second season. I'm like, I get it. Like, it's more Tic. It's fun.
Yeah.
But there's just something about that show that just could not keep my attention. And it's unfortunate. I know.
That's too bad.
I was all in for that first half of that first season.
Yeah.
And then once it dropped out, I'm like, oh. So the problem with streaming services is you give me a little bit of space for a new show to creep in. That might take over. And right now, it's all about Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So an old show.
Terry
creeping
loves his yogurt.
I don't know what that means.
Terry
I've never
loves
watched
his yogurt.
I love orange soda.
Anyways,
Kevin, I've been working on this, workshopping it throughout this show. Does it tick you off that they offed the Tic?
Oh,
Someone got
Fuck
sleep
you for
last
laughing
night.
at my. No.
Someone got sleep last night.
This is zero sleep, Tim. It's the best, Tim. Well, moving on to a slightly better news. Honey, I Shrunk the Kid reboot. Shrunk.
Get your fucking
In
potassium.
the works with Josh Gad to star. I thought this was very, very like poignant for us because we've been talking about Honey, I Shrunk the Kid
Kids,
the whole
fucking
week.
universe, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Have I missed out on all these Honey I
No,
Shrunk the
you've
Kids
been there
conversations?
for most of them.
Liquid IV,
Liquid
the
IV.
sponsor.
Oh.
It talks about potassium, and
Thank you.
I keep going off
Yes,
my diatribe.
yes, I'm
of
sorry,
Honey,
you're
we
absolutely
shrunk
right.
ourselves.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
The Rick Moranis classic.
Here's the deal with this. Okay, love Josh Gad, but it's a hot take. And Josh, if you're watching, I apologize for this next statement.
Joshy G.
I don't love him as a lead. I don't know
Has he
that
been
he's
a lead in anything else?
I don't, not that I can think of, and I don't necessarily want it. I feel like he is like a Rebel Wilson style, like really great in small doses, but as a
could see
lead, I
that.
think he's going to be, it might run the risk of being a little annoying.
Here's the thing, though. What does being a lead in a Honey, I Shrunk the Kid
That's the
movie
thing.
mean?
Do you guys want to hear the synopsis
Moranis
of the story?
not the lead of the movie. You know
First
what I mean?
off, no, you stop. Fucking Rick Moranis carried that movie,
And he
okay?
carried
Just
that
like he
movie.
carried all of Ghostbusters and every fucking movie he's ever been in. You ever seen Canadian Bacon? No. What's the one I'm thinking of?
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
No,
No, that's not it
Fuck,
either.
I lost it. I was gonna make
No
a joke.
worries.
Virginia
Damn it!
Slims.
No, which one is it? It's the one
Good
where,
Morning, Vietnam.
where the Canadian, like, do they drink beer? Fucking doesn't matter. Someone will tell
Beer
me.
Fest?
No, what the fuck is that? Strange Brew. Thank you, DJ Kento.
Okay. No, we haven't seen Strange Brew.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. What else do we got here?
Well, real quick, the synopsis of the movie is that let me see. The plan is the movie to be set.
It's a movie.
Set about 3 decades after 1989 original, with Gad set to play the grown-up version of the scientist and inventor Wayne Selinsky.
Thank you.
Son, Nick Selinsky.
Yeah. So Nick did not, if this is the case, didn't age that well. Because he was a, he was a
That's
cute
really
little boy,
mean.
and
That's
Josh
really
Gad's
mean.
is not taking care of himself. What I love about this is they use this. They say this is positioned as a Legacy-quel.
Yeah. Which is really
which
weird.
just used to be called a sequel.
Yeah.
We don't have to, but I
Well, that means
understand that,
they're
it's
erasing,
years later.
They're erasing some stuff, I think, too.
Is that what it is?
Like probably
Like
ignoring.
where the kid goes nuts and beats up all of Las Vegas when they blew up the kid.
Well,
Are they gonna
interesting
take
you
that
remember
away?
that. Interesting you remember
I hated
that.
that movie.
Did you?
Really?
It's one of those. It's one of the.
It's a giant baby
let me
walking
tell you,
around.
Let me tell
I
you.
love
It's really
that
cool.
movie.
If it's there's never been a better reason to not have kids than watching that movie. Okay, that just goes to show you that if kids were bigger, they would be the biggest nuisance on the fucking planet. Thank God they're small.
But who saves the day? The teenagers in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because the stupid ass adults shrunk themselves. They had to get the kid potassium.
Everyone's got to get. I don't even think I saw that one. Is that the third
There's
one?
no way you saw it.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That's
was
the third one, yeah.
I
Honey, we
stopped
Shrunk
after
Ourselves.
the giant toddler was like shitting all over the place. I'm like, I can't. deal
I
with
think
this.
the
think I
third one
missed
might
that
have been a direct to like
VHS. Or whatever.
VHS.
Was it?
I think so.
Can you look up Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves?
I doubt it.
Because
came out
it like
theaters.
recast everyone. Because it was like I want to say
Because
like
Rick Moranis
years
at that
later.
point had retired, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get the deets on this.
He's back now,
Rick
right?
Moranis.
This is important for a deep
I
dive.
don't know. I heard he was coming back, but I haven't seen him
Rick
anywhere.
Moranis 100% in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
No, he's in it. Yeah,
Is he?
yeah,
dude.
he's in it.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
1997.
I thought it was totally different. I thought we had a Home Alone 3 situation.
No, he's there. He's in it. Maybe I did see this. Man, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Classic.
I'll give all three classic status. Haven't seen any of them in 20 years. Doesn't matter. Classics.
I wonder if
Honey,
you
I
can
Would've
watch
Asked a Kid.
any of them anywhere. So you guys interested in this potential movie coming out?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
The
Yeah.
fact that it's happening.
It's
sure,
cool,
respect
right?
that.
I just. Yeah, I don't want to talk shit about Josh Gad. I like Josh Gad. I just like Josh Gad in very small doses.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like this.
Even some of the stuff I see when he's like posting behind the scenes videos, I'm like, that's enough. I'm good.
Well, it seems
That's
the
enough, Josh
storyline is
Gad.
very
I
much
like
going to
Josh
follow the Honey We Shrunk the Kids, where he shrinks his kids by accident.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're going to get a limited amount of Gad in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll cast some hot teenagers to be his kids.
You think there's going to be some fucking scary ass scorpions?
You think people will have like
Scorpions
just
were so
exposed
scary.
thigh? Will there be exposed thigh? do
Did
you
the
think?
scorpion
How much
kill the
exposed
ant?
thigh? Yeah,
That
dude.
shit was terrifying.
But like, why
Yeah,
would
the fucking ant dies. It's
No, I understand that
terrifying.
the ant.
Why is there a scorpion
but
in
like,
the backyard?
Would a scorpion really kill an ant? I feel like a scorpion much larger
Yo.
than an ant.
Let's move on. I'm too
The ant
scared.
was big.
Okay. Our next news story, a very interesting one. Saw reboot coming from Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Now, here's the thing.
Whoa.
You say a very interesting one. I feel that there's been a trend. Now, can you say there's a trend based on one other movie
yeah,
franchise doing
yeah.
this? No. But we recently saw with Halloween, we got the reboot from Danny McBride.
Yep.
Did any of us see that coming? No.
No.
Did any of us expect it to be good? No. Was
Well-
it good? Yes.
Was it technically Danny McBride that brought us that, or did he just write on it a little bit?
I believe he wrote on it.
think he
I don't know
produced
how
it,
much.
Did he produce it?
Yeah, I think that was a Danny
On the
McBride
notes?
spectacular.
God, he's so good.
He made that shit happen.
He's so funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saw, very near and dear to my heart. Love the franchise for what it is. Understand there's more bad movies than good movies. And some behind the scenes drama with Carrie Hughes. Is that how you say his name? Made the franchise worse.
Carrie Elways.
Carrie Elways made the franchise worse for sure.
That's the main dude, right?
The main dude in the first
one.
movie comes back in the last movie as the doctor, but it would have been way more poignant if he came back in like the fourth movie. Doesn't matter.
What was the beef between them?
He was mad about how much money he made from Saw 1 and the way that they treated his character's legacy in the future movies. Doesn't matter. He was like, fuck you. And then he came back for money in Saw 3D, the final chapter.
Did the 3D add a lot?
When they blew up
Did it
Saw,
really?
did the Jaws come at you like in Jaws 3D?
A lot, yes.
Cool.
Many Jaws.
So many Jaws.
But yeah, I love Saw. The last Saw movie, Jigsaw, that just came out, that was it wasn't a reboot. It was like one of those weird semi-legacy sequel things.
Yeah.
But it did take all of them into consideration. There was references to many of the movies. I enjoyed it for what it was because it definitely was a targeted, hey, it's Halloween time, watch a dumb movie, and it references a bunch of things that you grew up with. But I'm not surprised that we're not getting a sequel to that. Getting a full reboot could be interesting.
It doesn't sound like it's a full reboot. It sounds like it's also one of these legacy things where it's going to be in that universe many years later.
Okay.
I think what's more interesting though is that Chris Rock, who has only ever really done comedic stuff, he's dipped a little bit into like a little bit more dramatic stuff, but is now is taking a page out of Jordan Peele's book and is like, I'm going to try horror and see if I can bring something into this. I'm interested, sort
I'm
of.
in. I'll see any Saw movie for sure.
From the articles I've read, it sounds like he's the one that's like really pushing to make this thing happen.
And that's
like,
how good things happen.
Yeah.
It's like people that care,
With passion.
wanting to do things correctly.
Especially guys that have as much like power as Chris Rock does, he might be able to actually pull something cool out of his ass.
Saw is a very interesting premise, and I feel like there's a lot of cool movie stuff that they can do with it, especially if they don't just go full into torture porn as the only selling point for it. Like I
think that we're over that.
And that's what I'm saying is I feel like we can make a Saw movie that
The
will
Hostel
still
really
have
pushed
that
us
stuff.
past that.
Yeah,
Hostel's
exactly.
trash.
And Human Centipede. Like
Human
it's just like we
Centipede,
just kind
yeah.
of went into a bad place with all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I think there could be something cool here. A trailer that we watched that we were going to do in Trailer Talk, but I want to bring up here is The Prodigal Son, which is some new show coming out on Fox. A lot of Saw elements going on here. Main character is Jesus from The Walking Dead. And I'm like, I like that actor. Seeing him here, I'm not going to watch the show. No fucking chance in hell. But
I thought that the premise was good on the show.
was cool.
Where it's
this dad is a serial killer known as the Surgeon. And he...
Cool man, not Michael Shannon, what the fuck's his name? So I keep going.
He's been killing people, doing stuff, and he gets caught by the cops when his son is about, 7 or 8. And this is the story of his son grown up, gets involved with the cops, and they start solving crimes and shit. The crimes bring him back to his serial killer dad, and it is revealed that the serial killer dad's kind of been orchestrating all this stuff. And I'm like, I love shit like that. But I would have loved that in a movie. I don't need a TV show of it. And hey, if Chris Rock Saw can give me some of that feeling, and I guess that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't need to be this torture porn-esque shit.
Right.
It could just be serial killer things and putting people in fucked up situations. And they did that in this movie where he had to chop off someone's hand because he was locked up attached to a bomb. In the trailer.
For Prodigal Son.
But here's the thing, it's a Fox show, so it's not going to go there.
It won't.
And secondly,
Well, it did.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It did. Like in the trailer, we see.
But they're not going to be able to do it with the same level.
You want to see the blood, you sicko.
I don't.
Oh, I just want to be able to jack off onto it. But
Jesus Christ,
No.
God, did not expect him to say that.
I don't even
quick.
No, but I mean, honestly, if this, when I saw this was a Fox show, I was like, oh, it's unfortunate because you can only do so much on network television. It started, I was like, oh, cool, maybe this will be a Netflix movie, and then so two disappointing things. It's not a movie. It's a show, which I'm like, great. They're gonna run this into the ground because spoilers, like that relationship will only be as fun for so far. It's fucking Silence of the Lambs, basically.
Option 1, it doesn't do well and is canceled before it ends. Option 2, it does well and they make too many seasons.
Way too many seasons.
There's no other option
And it
on
runs its
network
course.
television.
Yeah, I was excited when I saw it. I was like, oh, this could be a cool psychological thriller movie, like 2-hour movie on Netflix. Once I found out it was a show on Fox, I'm like, nah, I don't need this at all. This is not gonna be good. Fox hasn't made a good show since Fringe. Done.
I can't argue against that. Damn.
Whoa.
All right. So we are excited for more Saw. Moving on to our next story. Bond 25 suspends shooting after Daniel Craig has injured his leg on set.
This has happened before.
Apparently, I didn't realize this.
Yeah.
So another line I have here is, Craig has endured all manner of injuries ever since he took the mantle of Agent 007. getting 2 teeth knocked out during his first stunt scene in Casino Royale, slicing off a fingertip and tearing a shoulder muscle in Quantum of Solace, and injuring his knee during a fight scene in 2015
here's the
Spectre.
thing. He has 24 of them. He has 9 extra. He has 2 knees. He's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
You only need one knee to survive. It's like a kidney. The thing about this is, like, he's complained before about, this is one of the reasons why he wanted to exit the series, was because he was like, this is a very physical role. He likes to get into it. He likes to do some of the stunts and a lot of the fight stuff himself. And it's hard, and he's not getting any younger. So it's just one of those things where it's unfortunate when injuries like this happen. Injury like that happened on Mission Impossible 6. Tom Cruise took it and was like, fuck it, we're still going to make this movie gold.
And he nailed it. He nailed it so hard.
Was it 6? Is Fallout 6? Yeah. Do I think that Bond has a shot in hell of being as good as Mission Impossible Fallout 6 or Fallout? No, probably not. But here's the deal. Just give us the title and let us know who's doing the song. That's all I want. And we'll all just pretend like the movie's good when it comes out.
That's what they did with the last one.
Sure.
The song's going to be
before
by
that.
Ellie Goulding, and the title is going to be Injuries of the Phoenix.
Wow. Okay. There you go.
Injuries of the Phoenix.
That's actually they might get Ellie Goulding for it. That'd be amazing. Let's get Sam Smith again. That was a fun song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm Sam Smith.
Anyway, there's no news on whether it's been delayed or not. He's sprained his ankle. He'll be fine. That's what it sounds like reading the.
He rolled his ankle running. It's fine.
Yeah.
It happens.
They flew him to the U.S. though. I would imagine they were in the Caribbean. They were going to start filming on.
Yeah, because this is all supposed to be in Jamaica, right?
Monday. Yeah.
And they were just
In
like,
London.
we can't find one doctor that can do an X-ray on your ankle. We got to fly you to America. I'm like, just take him to the fucking hospital. It's fine.
I'm sure this movie is still going to be great.
We'll see.
Yeah. And our last news story, kind of a big one. Disney has full operational control of Hulu now.
They'll find a fully operational Death Star.
So much bullet points to this one.
Yeah.
Give it to me, Kev.
All right. So Disney announced in a press release that the Walt Disney Company now has operational control of Hulu. Effective immediately, Disney and the Comcast has entered something called a put-call agreement through which Comcast can require Disney to buy NBC's Universal interest. Essentially, over the next couple of years, Disney will be buying NBC's or
Shares of
Comcast's
Hulu.
shares.
Yeah.
And
So this is a very similar situation to what Disney did with Spider-Man with Sony Pictures to get him in the MCU, where it's a deal that might not necessarily be financially advisable right now. It's just building for a future, and it's investing in properties and characters and being able to just fully be able to control what they're doing with the streaming platforms. I am interested to see how this all shakes out. Does this mean that we're going to get a resurgence of Marvel TV shows on Hulu? Like if they're going to bring back Punisher and Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
But the thing is, they can't.
separate from
They can't for several years,
Why
right? Because Netflix had a deal where they can't be published anywhere else.
but new ones though.
But I think that those characters are under an IP lock for the next 3 years.
I don't think they are.
I'm pretty sure they are. Nick, you look at chat, see what
Isn't
they're
that what
saying.
they're doing with Ghost Rider? They're bringing him to Hulu, so that's the same
But
thing.
Ghost Rider's from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., not from
is
any
that
of the
right?
Netflix shows. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever this is done, Disney is going to have 93% controlling stake of Hulu. So they just virtually own all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder what this is actually going to mean, you know, because with Disney Plus and Hulu, I feel they're not going to merge them for a while.
Yeah.
At some point, why wouldn't they?
But because you can charge people for 2 platforms. Or charge them more to get a bundle
combo
package.
pack.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Why charge people once when you can charge them twice?
That's what I always say. Mm-hmm. Right? Well, I have one Patreon.
When you can have 2.
Are you moving on from news, or are we talking about the Batman stuff?
That's our big story for today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
There was another little news story that I combined with it, which is the Hollywood Reporter conducted a survey of 2,200 people, basically asking them, once Star Wars, Disney movies, and MCU movies are off Netflix, will they be staying? Will they continue to have Netflix, or are they planning to move on to Disney Plus? something like 30, or I believe it was 22% of them were like, yeah, we're gonna move. We're gonna get rid of Netflix because it's just basically the originals.
Yeah.
Which to me, I don't believe survey numbers.
It's an empty threat.
Yeah,
I'll believe it when I see it.
because making that decision is much harder than like.
Yeah, and again, I'm sure Netflix is understanding where they're at and where this is going, and they're going to lose a big, a lot of, the onus is going to be on them to provide more original programming for people to stay on the platform. That's always how it's going to go. And guess what? Competition is good. Breeds excellence.
Patriot Act is another thing I watched this week. It's back.
That's the Hassan
yeah.
show.
It made its return. Another great
fucking watch
episode,
that
man.
shit. You know,
So damn good.
I wanna watch
I
it
hate
this
that they're
weekend.
calling it Volume 3 though, because it makes me feel like they're trying to like
Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
just
get ready.
get out of it. You know
Yeah,
what I
get
mean?
ready to close it out. That's what that makes me feel like.
Oh, well,
Like, here are the 4 volumes that
It's
you know.
doing super fucking well though. Like I keep seeing articles where Netflix is talking about it being
Yeah.
a success for the weekly format.
It's interesting that it's very difficult to know how well things are doing other than like looking at
When they
Netflix
say
and Netflix being like, yeah, this one's doing good, and if they don't talk about it, I guess it's doing bad. But
Yeah.
how good is good? So basically with Hulu, the idea is that the NBC Universal Library TV shows will probably slowly start trickling away. So this probably won't affect anyone for the next several months, but eventually shows and series that you're used to seeing there will probably start going
to
over
Netflix.
to, no, not Netflix, but probably Comcast's streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they have that too.
Yeah. Oh,
Everyone
right.
has that,
That's
yeah.
great. That's what we need. I need more Comcast. I need Comcast to evolve like Brainiac and keep coming back. Jesus Christ.
Do you guys have any interest in like ending your subscription to Netflix?
No.
Yeah.
As long as the services keep giving me stuff that I like, I'm going to subscribe to them. And right now, Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus when it comes out, they're all giving me things that or Gia things that like we need. You know, HBO is another one where it's like right now there's stuff that we're watching. If there's not, then I'm done.
Dude, I know. And this is the thing, right? You guys heard me rage against CBS All Access for a very, very long time. They got me finally with... again, they got me on the platform watching Discovery because season 1 and season 2 are good, and now motherfucking hype for Picard. Did you see that shit? Did you see the screenshot that came out of it?
So that's not a news story I decided to put in here, but I
What are
figured
you, a fucking monster?
because it's
Chat, boo, boo him, chat. If you're leaving a comment on this video, just boo Kevin for that.
The news story
You hate
is
fun, you hate life.
That new Star Trek Picard show is going to be called Star Trek Picard.
But we
It's
saw a
like-
picture of him as Picard. There was an actual
Yeah.
screenshot,
Yeah.
and we get the logo, and it looks like you would imagine Picard to be in the font of Star Trek. It's awesome. I'm fucking jacked for this.
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna wait till it happens. I
jacked for it.
enjoyed the shit out of Discovery, and yeah, CBS All Access
But, like,
is something we don't want, but we have to want it. You know,
it's unfortunate,
so good.
and I really, 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 really wish that was folded into a different service. But man, I mean,
they've got good stuff on there.
CBS uphill battle, and they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Discovery's great.
Discovery's great, and from the I think I watched the first
My
3
wife's watching
episodes.
the Good Fight or whatever it is, which is the
Twilight
sequel to The
Zone.
Good Wife, which is like.
Is it? There's a sequel.
Yeah, they did a sequel series, spin-off series only on CBS All
Is it
Access.
good?
She likes it.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, good for that, man.
Yeah.
Make good content, and guess what? You'll get my fucking money. It's
Yeah.
weird.
But like I kind of like that things are going to consolidate a little bit more. Like I know it sucks to have less options and lose TV shows from one of these platforms, but like I hate having to pay for all these things.
I know. It sucks. It sucks.
And
But
to be fair, I don't really pay for a lot of these.
Well-
like, I'm saying like, you know, we use
people sharing things, and they know that's going to happen.
which is not great, but yeah. I'm
it's
sure
just-
I'm sure they're
you
going to
pay
stop
for
that.
season 1 of Discovery.
I actually bought the whole thing.
Yes, well, you
and
should.
I wish I had bought a physical copy.
You put money in Anthony Rapp's pocket, and he's a friend of the show.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
it goes.
Uh,
I don't know.
Well-
What are we talking about now?
well, now it's
Oh,
time.
you forgot to talk about Picard. Yeah, you're a monster. Sorry.
Well, now it's time for some ads. Our first ad is Liquid IV. Liquid IV is the fastest, most effective way to stay hydrated. Trying to drink more water, Liquid IV hydrates you 2 to 3 times faster and more effectively than water alone, with an added bonus of vitamin C, B3, B5, B6, and everyone's favorite, B12. Liquid IV can provide the same hydration as drinking 2 to 3 bottles of water. Andy has been using it, and he's never felt more hydrated. He loves it. He uses it on his stream. He was drinking it next to me yesterday. Just kept talking about how delicious and hydrated he felt. Liquid IV is a healthy alternative to traditional sugary sports drinks. No artificial flavors or preservatives. Contains 5 essential vitamins, including more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. Like the kids from that one movie we keep talking about. Tim, help me out.
Honey, I shrunk. Honey, we shrunk ourselves. The kids needed potassium. The adults were tiny.
Yeah,
they haven't a lot of trouble getting into them. They had to get the banana. But
if they had liquid IV, it would have been way easier. Way easier.
They could have just went to the refrigerator and then somehow like got a giant marker and then just drawn liquid IV, and people would have known what to do.
And they would have known exactly what to do. Liquid IV helps prevent jet lag when traveling, TSA friendly, and is perfect for on-the-go travelers. Helps to keep your skin hydrated while flying. Can be used before, during, and after flights. Andy loves Liquid IV, and I know you will too. Right now, you can get 25% off at liquidiv.com when you use code KFMS at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order on Liquid IV's website. Go to liquidiv.com and enter my promo code KFMS to get your savings and start getting better hydration. That's liquidiv.com KFMS. Don't wait. Stay properly hydrated.
Stay hydrated, y'all. What's up next, Kev?
I don't like your voice coming from off screen. It freaks me out. Upstart. As most of you have found out the hard way, getting into debt is easy. Getting out is hard, especially if your FICO score isn't great. Sky-high interest rate can make it incredibly hard for you to break out of the revolving debt cycle. Thankfully, now the Upstart.com, the revolutionary lending platform that offers smarter interest rates to help you pay off high-interest credit cards. Growing up, one of Tim's friends had a lot of issues with credit card and his credit score. And it is really hard to get out of.
But the thing is, with this could really help a lot because it looks at your education, it looks at your job experience, and that stuff can really, improve your score when your credit score is not that great.
They make it fast and simple and easy to check out your rate in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. The best part, once your loan is approved, most people get their funds the very next business day. That's the next day. See why Upstart is ranked number 1 in their category with over 300 businesses on Trustpilot. And hurry to upstart.com/morning to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes and won't affect your credit. That's upstart.com/morning.
You did it. You got through them.
Okay.
You had moments of nailing it. You had other ones too.
There was a point where Greg came in here and I was like, we come back and Greg's just sitting there. That's going to be really funny. And then I started laughing internally and I had to stop it. It was really difficult. And now Greg's not even here. Where's Nick?
Was he ever here? He's coming.
No, there's no rush. Take your time. I like it without Nick, What?
You want food?
Yeah, sure. What are we getting? Oh, nice pants, dude.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna bring this on because it's having.
No, I just want the same thing you get. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you get?
Except for the bean sprouts. Don't give me no bean sprouts. What are we laughing at?
What are we talking about?
Now it's time for trailer talk, but Nick's gonna take his time ordering.
It's okay. What's our trailers? Let's talk about
them. The first trailer is
Why are you guys always trying to be all uptight?
The first trailer is Primal.
On me. Primal.
It's a short one by the creators of Samurai Jack. Mm-hmm. That's actually the reason why I started watching Samurai Jack.
Real quick, everybody watching at home, look at Nick's pud.
Oh yeah, it's good. This is not connected.
Do you mean his crotch?
This. Here we go. Got it.
Primal looks awesome.
Yeah, right? We got a tiny clip of it. There's not too much info.
All I needed to see. I love how just visceral it is and it looks fucked up. I love the amount of animals that we're seeing. Those wolves with the fangs. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, dude.
It's cool.
Dinosaurs are dope, always.
Seeing that art style look pretty is really cool too. Yeah. I haven't watched the newer seasons
the
of
HDification.
Samurai Jack, but I'm very excited to get there someday.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah?
Definitely cool. Yeah.
You in?
Oh yeah. I mean, I love that style. His style is cool, and they had me at the shot of him stabbing a dinosaur in the head with a tooth. It's fucked up.
Really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, moving on to the.
And that's coming to Adult Swim.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Next trailer: Black Mirror season 5.
Yo,
Dude, I've tried watching Black Mirror on 2 different occasions, and I've enjoyed it. But it's just so dark and fucked up that it puts me in a really hard headspace.
Yeah.
But this trailer was great. This next season looks fucking awesome.
I think the craziest part of this trailer, 3 episodes in this next season.
That's what sells me on this. I'm just like, all right, I've only seen a handful.
6 normally.
I know, but it's too overwhelming for me. You know how I am. But when people recommend specific episodes, I've seen a handful of them, and I've liked all the ones that I've watched. But this, to me, I'm like, oh, cool, you're really selling me on this, because I'll watch at least 2 of these.
Yeah.
But I liked the premise of all 3, and also the cast, fantastic. I know that Black Mirror's had a bunch of pretty famous actors.
This is their most famous
This is definitely,
actors.
I feel, a direct attack on Twilight Zone, where it's like, guess what, motherfuckers, we can do it too. Miley Cyrus, you kidding me?
Yeah, boy.
Anthony Mackie, let's
Can't
fucking
stop.
go.
We won't stop.
The Black Ranger from the Power Rangers reboot. Yeah.
The guy that played
Moody Lynn,
I forgot the actor's name, but he was in a Bond movie and also played Moriarty in Sherlock. He's fucking awesome. He's a great actor.
Great cast. I love it.
I know.
We got.
And you know what's good? I mean, it's good about
Palm.
What's Palm? Oh, Palm Clementif. Clementif. She's in it.
Yeah,
Oh, good
she's
for
a Mantis.
Rocket's
Avengers.
I got it.
Yeah, was that line from Endgame where he's like, I lost people to
The girl with the antennas.
The girl with the antennas.
Very good. Very good.
watch Endgame.
This looks really cool.
Yeah.
Very excited for it to come out. Interesting that it's 3 seasons, but dude, Netflix doing
3
some
episodes.
experiments.
But that's the thing about Black Mirror that's great is they're all just, it's an anthology. You just jump in and watch whatever one you want. It doesn't matter.
There was now this is the only episode now that I haven't watched of Black Mirror, the last episode of season 4, where they kind of hinted at being more interconnected than people thought.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of inside stuff going in there, but I don't care.
Yeah,
it's cool, and if I'm in the mindset for that, maybe I'll drop in. But to be honest, it's scary.
I mean, it's a very true thing where it's hard to watch. I have watched episodes and been
It's twisted.
I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna be sad for a little while because it's really fucked up. All right, moving on to our next trailer, Midsummer.
I'm not watching this movie. It's fucked up. It's gonna be a fucked up.
It's gonna be so messed up.
This trailer
not as good as the first one.
unsold me compared to
Really?
the first one. Yeah. The first one, I was like, they're nailing this vibe.
Yeah.
This one, I'm kind of like, oh, this feels a little tropier than I'm used to from this director,
Well, also-
Ari Estad.
Sure. Did it throw you off at all? Because the first trailer was weird and eerie and didn't really set up the world too much. You just know that there's a group of teens that are going to this weird Scandinavian
event. We don't know what it is.
We don't know
Festival,
what it is. It happens once every 90 years or whatever.
really cool.
There's some psychedelics involved. Maybe everyone fucks each other at the end. Hot, right? This trailer starts giving backstory. The guy wants to break up with the girl, and I'm like, oh man, this already looks just too long, and I don't care about these people's relationships. And it's the same reason why I'm glad I'm not a millennial anymore. Just let it go, you know?
I did like the idea that they're going to this festival thing and that they are going to dress and act a certain way, because it's like I didn't like the idea from the first trailer. I'm like, where the fuck are they? Like, what's going on? But this is like, oh, they're playing pretend. Cool, I buy that. I mean, I'm still in because Hereditary was
so
fantastic.
good.
I feel like this was going to be very good as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this trailer wasn't as hooky for me.
Interesting. I enjoyed the trailer quite a bit. I got
People
real
in the chat are like,
comfortable.
you can stop being a millennial? I meant I'm not young anymore, is what I meant. Which is, I'm glad about that because
I thought that you had done some treatment, some online thing you'd figured out.
Although depending on, don't worry about it. Let's move on.
You are a millennial. Stop trying to pretend you're not.
You can't just spread out millennial all the way to like 1973.
It's weird, but that's what you are.
Am I a millennial?
Superstar.
Does that mean I can start saying V everything?
You already do, and it's upsetting.
Can I start saying I'm feeling all the feels?
Dude, let me tell
say
you
it
this real
non-ironically like I just did.
A trailer that we didn't watch, and it was more of a clip, but it was from the upcoming Aladdin live action movie, and it was the Prince Ali song.
Yep.
And it's Will Smith live
I've stopped
action.
watching them because I want to enjoy them.
Doesn't matter. point I need to make is Will Smith. I'm all in on this. It's different. It's fun. It's not going to take away my enjoyment from the original. Such a different vibe. Whereas just watching Aladdin, Robin Williams is so boisterous and fun and whatever.
Yeah.
Will Smith is Will Smith, and there's something charming about that. But seeing him sing, it feels like Nick. It feels like Nick so much.
I'll
He's
take that.
To the fellas, to the ladies, it's
hate
lit,
it.
y'all. Like, it's so just. There's nobody that is as lame and cool simultaneously as Nick Scarpino
Yeah, I'll
and Will
take it.
Smith.
No, Will Smith is
First
much
off,
cooler.
way cooler than me. Yeah, Will
way
Smith.
Cool. It's not even
way
close.
cooler than I'll
Yeah,
ever
but
be.
you're cool as
But
fuck,
I understand
too.
what you're talking about because it's like when my goal in life is to nail the your dad's trying to be cool vibe, and I nail
do a
it.
great
I'm
job
really
with that.
glad that you settled with that
Although
goal.
you're definitely the uncle. Like, there's no
the
way you're a
creepy
dad.
uncle.
No, not that I know of.
But like the
there's
creepy
probably a
fun
couple
uncle,
memes
right?
floating around
Like you
there
don't know he's
somewhere.
creepy until you get a little older.
And you're like, oh, he wanted to hang out with us because he had no friends. That's why he was Uncle Nick. Like
Yeah.
Uncle Nick had no friends, so he had to hang out with the young kids
What's
And-
the next trailer?
and buy him marijuana.
Jesus Christ.
pot.
Our next trailer, Rick and Morty season 4 release date trailer.
What a fucking crap trailer. Here's
What?
the thing.
You
I'm
don't
not
get
the
it.
audience.
You
don't
don't
watch
get
the
it.
show.
You don't get it.
I get that I don't get it.
I
but
love it.
I don't want to get it if that's the thing.
You do,
and
though.
I get that I'm being
You
a hater
do.
right now. I totally
I'm
know.
telling you.
I totally know. What the hell was that?
The comedy is
I don't get Rick and Morty.
the comedy is very similar to I Think You Should Leave,
Okay.
where it's kind of random and it's good. It's Rick and Morty became one of my favorite cartoons of all time very quickly.
This trailer, though.
But like this is their humor in like boiled down in the best way where like
And I'm sure this means a lot to a lot of people. But as an outsider, I was like, this is bad. And again, that's like watching something 7 seasons in and being like, this is bad.
imagine watching
Cool.
Infinity War, you know, and just being like,
Well, that's
I have
a
no
little different.
context here.
Oh, you probably
Who
really
are these
still
guys?
enjoy
Why
it.
is there a raccoon?
I don't get why people have superpowers. That's not realistic. Fuck you, Greg. Those are just two different sentiments.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want
no,
Greg to know he
I-
still
yeah.
sucks.
I'm super excited. Season 4, I have a little bit of news for this one. Season 4 will debut in November 2019, which is really cool.
Cool.
This year.
It's one of those series that I'm like,
That's all we got from it. And they just
That's
said that.
all they need to do.
They said that 5 times in different ways
It's
that
the
got
best. I
progressively
love
less
it.
funny.
I love it so much.
It just reminds me of what I would be on with a lot of caffeine and Adderall. You know what I mean? Just like skitsy a
The
little
show
bit.
is so good, and I'll never sit here and push stuff on you guys. You guys do your own thing.
You wanna do Adderall with
That's too. No.
Okay.
I don't want to do Adderall.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, like, if you have nothing to do and somehow access to comedy, you said, no, wait, where is it?
It's Comedy
Arrested-
Central, I think. Oh,
No,
Adult Swim?
Adult Swim, yeah.
which is
Maybe?
Comedy Central, right?
No, that's Cartoon Network.
Right.
Is it Cartoon Network or
Yep.
is the other one?
I
Yeah.
don't fucking know anymore.
You
Just
guys should watch
agreeing
it.
with you. I want out of
guys
this.
should watch it. It's really,
I'm sure I'd
really
love
good.
it if I watch it. I'm sure if
You,
I
we
watch it,
Everyone loves
we
Rick and
watched
Morty.
4 episodes
we
together.
watched 2 episodes together. I thought one was very funny.
Yeah.
And the dog one was very funny.
The first episode is, it's the introductory episode.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Again, I get that I don't get it, and that's fine. It's just watching this trailer, I was just like, wow, like literally they could have done anything, and people would be like, this is awesome.
It's so good. You're wrong. Also
I see
the
Tim's perspective because I don't watch it. I was
No,
like,
no,
this
I
is
get
weird
it,
as
yeah.
fuck. But I get if you've been following the show for a long time how this could be really fun for you. I understand. That's what we're saying,
it's just
Chad. Stop being
it's their
dicks.
style of doing stuff. Where it's just so weird and like
Yeah.
all they have to do is put a picture out, but like they do more. Of
course.
it has the date.
Slightly, yeah.
Very, very slightly. They have been ordered 70 episodes last May. So we're going to have a lot.
We got Michael James 619 just saying, Tim is wrong.
You are wrong.
What am I wrong
I don't
about?
agree with Michael J.
What am I wrong about?
That was a great trailer.
With what I'm saying.
That was a great trailer.
But what I'm saying is it's a great trailer to people that watched it. I'm saying it's not a great trailer for people that don't because
Just you have expectations of what a trailer should be.
So what Tim's saying is the trailer was not designed
I
to appeal to
understand.
people who have not watched the show, which I will agree with Tim on because I have not watched the show and I watched that and I was like, what the literal fuck was that? Like that did that.
That's good stuff.
That was
And
weird.
my
It
other
didn't make
argument
any
is
sense to me.
Anybody that watched the show, I feel like they could have done literally anything and they'd get the same reaction.
Yeah.
The exact same reaction.
I guess so. I enjoyed it regardless.
I ain't wrong, Michael.
Movie.
Wait, do you want to pull a Nick Scarpino right now and just hate Rick and Morty with me?
No.
Wait, you don't hate Rick and Morty?
But I'm willing to do that for Tim's sake. If you
No,
want to
I'm
just do
sure
it,
I'd like it if I watched it.
I'm willing. You know me.
I don't like how the slow smile you just gave me was so upsetting. You know me.
Yeah, let me tell you, brother. My tastes change with the fucking wind. If you want me to hate Rick and Morty for you right now, bro, I'll do that for you.
I've told you 3 times I don't.
All right, let's quickly get to our big topic for this week.
Yes.
What the fuck is happening with life?
Robert
What is
Pattinson,
happening?
Nicholas Hoult, atop short list for Batman. Matt Reeves is getting close to naming his Batman, while reports declare that Twilight Saga star Rob Pattinson had been set for Batman. Deadline hears that the filmmaker Warner Bros. Have not gotten to that place yet. Anyways.
So
the story is this. I should edit it.
It's looking like our Pats might be the next Batman. They're saying Nicholas Holt's still in the running for it. Deadline saying, "Oh, hold your horses, guys. We might get Nicholas Hoult." I like Nicholas Hoult. I thought Nicholas Hoult would be a great Bond as well.
Nicholas Hoult is Beast.
He's Beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's a great actor. I think he's got a great look, and I think he could bring a lot potentially to the role of Batman. Having said that, I don't think he's right for it. And Robert, like, for some odd reason, Robert Pattinson is intriguing, but I don't think I've ever seen him in something where I think, wow, this guy has that and nearly the acting chops that like Christian Bale has.
There's a new movie that just came out with him like in space that looks like it's super weird. It might be a movie I'm talking about later, but
he's
I don't
done
remember.
a lot of indies since Twilight. I think it's sort of like when you've
this is Redemption, right?
it's sort of like when you've like done a lot of war crimes and then you go back and you go, I'm just going to spend the rest of my life like donating to charities to try to make up for it. But in reality, there's really no making up for it because what you did was such
Blood's
a big
on your
sin.
hands, dude.
The blood's
on
in
your hands.
Like, no matter how much you wash your hands off, still there, right?
Made
still
you
there.
famous, but like at what cost?
Yeah, at the cost
You know?
of everyone
Deal with the devil
always
is what he
remembering
did.
that you're going to be remembered for a sparkly vampire kid.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what you fucking
did. It sounded
did.
dumber when you said it than when I was thinking it. So
No,
good job on
but
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anna Kendrick made it out.
I saw him
Just
in...
barely. She forgot about it. That's how...
Yeah, she'll never live that fucking down. I saw him in a movie called...
Yeah, she did.
That he was in with Charlie Hunnam, where they go and... Did you see this? It was like the Lost City of Gold or it was Lost City of Z, I think is what it was.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it.
It was actually a good movie. He
Yeah?
was actually good in it. And so it gave me a glimmer. Like I haven't watched, like I couldn't bring myself to watch a fucking R. Pats movie since after Twilight, but he was randomly in it. He wasn't leading it. So I was like, oh, that's Robert Pattinson and he's disappearing in this role. So maybe he's a good actor. Who knows? Having said that, really weird that he's on the short list for Batman.
Here's the thing. I don't care. Like, yeah, throw him in there. Let's see what we can do. You know, subvert my expectations.
I have nothing against Robert at all. I feel like out of all the problems Twilight had, he was not one of them.
Okay,
like,
so you hate Rick and Morty and you
What are
love
you,
Robert
fucking
Pattinson.
living
Okay,
your
cool.
life the wrong way.
Yeah.
Why don't we just cast
Anna
Kristen
Kendrick,
Stewart
dude.
as Batman?
I don't have
She
a
can't
problem
act
with
her way out of
either.
a fucking
I
paper
love her.
bag.
Yeah, my problem is I just feel like I don't want to hear about this movie ever again. Just let it come out.
Oh, man,
it's
yeah.
like how many times? Like I don't think that there's ever been a news story we've reported more on at Kind of Funny than Matt Reeves the Batman. You know,
it's true,
and it's just like so many changes, so many things happening.
But it's just,
is it going to be in the DCU? Is it not? Does anyone care? Who cares?
No one does.
If people do care, are they excited for this? Does this have the potential to be good? Yeah, it does. If they totally separate from everything, Robert Pattinson, I'm sure he could do fucking fine. When's this movie happening? When is the trailer happening? Is it going to happen? There's so many questions, and guess what? There's so many headlines for Deadline and Hollywood Reporter to write. Good
It's
for
true.
you.
But like we should.
Are we going to have our headline of this be this? Probably.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
God, we are part of the problem.
We're
That's
not part of
true.
the problem. We're part of the solution because we have to keep talking through this because they're ruining Batman. And
That's
I
the
hate
thing.
them,
They're not
and I
ruining
hate
Batman.
That's the
them.
thing.
You can't
Batman's-
ruin
I hate them.
Batman.
But like,
He's at an all-time low right now.
I don't think that anyone like I don't think it's possible to ruin Batman because there's so much good stuff.
Of course.
that
It's
comes before.
he's
But it
arguably
does
the
suck
best
that
comic
like
book character.
Batman kind of sucks. It sucks that like
Well, no, what
Batfleck,
sucks is,
was such
that
a problem.
They have an opportunity with this movie to build hype, and they are not doing that, right? Do you guys remember when you first heard that Christopher Nolan was working on a Batman and Batman Begins with Christian Bale as Batman, and it was gonna be like a real you remember the hype behind that? We were like, oh, that's a fucking cool idea, right? We're coming off of the Joel Schumacher years. We were like, Batman.
Some of
not
us
very
were
good.
really small kids when they came out, and we
Sure.
were like, oh, these are fun.
Hey, say what you will. You're allowed to be a fan of whatever bad movies you want. But it's just, why don't they get it? Why can't you need to build hype for this shit? It's almost like they need to watch yesterday's Internet Explorers and watch me and Tim react to the Phase 3 announcement. And like, that's how you do it. But why is everything so disjointed? That was also many years
in, right? At that point, when did Phase 3, like how?
2014.
But how deep was that into the? So 5 years in? No. 6. All right. I actually didn't listen to your answer. Anyways, you know what I mean? Like it takes time. It takes time for people to get there. You know, and it's the problem is they don't have time because they
or it doesn't. Just put out Batman Begins. Just do it. That's all you need to do. Then it's successful. Do that again. Don't worry about making Dark Knight Rises. Worry about making Batman Begins.
That's true.
And that's why the Batman could do that.
Oh, it could do that. But what I'm saying is it doesn't. Like you're talking about casting Robert Pattinson. Maybe Matt Reeves saw something in that audition or saw something when Matt was like, this is what I'm going to do. Matt Reeves is a very capable director. The Planet of the Apes series has no right being as good as it is. It's actually really fucking good, and it just got better as the movies went on. Like War for the Planet of the Apes was, I was like, why do I like this? It was good. Right? Yeah, they made me care about fucking what's his butt, Gollum. What is his name? Circus.
Yeah,
that son of a bitch.
Wait,
that lousy son of a bitch. He hates me. We're feuding. Whatever.
Super nice guy. We told him about the feud, and he was like, I don't want that.
God damn, that's his fucking tactic, okay? You don't see him behind closed doors when he's texting me.
We were behind closed doors with him.
I feel like this has a very good shot at being good. More so than it did when it was not Matt Damon, fucking Ben Affleck. Because it's like, Ben Affleck didn't fucking care, or he cared too much. He was somewhere in the middle there, got too much caught up in the bullshit. Just make this damn movie. Robert Pattinson, I feel, could kill it. Pattinson, who gives a shit?
You don't think
Edward Cullen could be a good Batman.
Wow.
I'm saying it right now.
You remember,
it sounds so dumb.
This is why I love you, Tim. You nailed the last name of the fictitious character in Twilight.
It's an easy last name.
Edward Cullen, bro? Yeah, dude.
You guys are all monsters, and I love you. We're in good company.
There's just a couple letters in there that I don't like where they're at, and it freaks my tongue out.
It's Pattinson.
Also, I don't like that this interview or this article that I pulled, Steph calls him Rob.
Robbie
that
P.
Really confused me.
Call him R-Pats.
R-Pats.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's how we do. That's his nickname.
Yeah, I guess I don't care. Like, sure. Have him be Batman. Will it be good? Maybe. I don't know him as an actor well enough to like...
I think what Tim said, Tim said something earlier that I think is true. You can't really ruin Batman. We've had great Batman movies, bad Batman movies, a long lineage of Batman being in media for decades. I think the reason why I'm not having as strong a reaction to this is because if this is not the last shot they're going to have at a Batman movie. If this tanks, they'll wait and they'll just do another one, and eventually they'll bring in a director and a creative team that actually knows what the fuck they're doing, and they'll make a good movie again.
Which could be Matt Reeves.
It could be Matt Reeves.
The thing is, like, this could be it.
I will say this.
There's a couple choices they have to make, which is the hard choice of just, it's not fucking related to anything else. It's a new thing. Let's go, baby. It could be great.
I will say this, and again, our Pats is what it is, but it reminds me a lot of when they cast Michael Keaton as Batman, and everyone in the world was like, what? The guy from Mr. Mom? What the
Heath
fuck
Ledger
are you thinking?
As Joker.
Heath Ledger's Joker was a great idea.
But I don't think it was going
when they did it, people were like, "This doesn't sound right." The dude from Can't Hardly Wait,
Knight's Tale, sir, and you're thinking 10 Things I Hate About You.
That's it. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
And if you've watched that movie, it is an excellent movie.
It's a phenomenal movie. Heath Ledger. I don't know if he has a bad movie.
No, it's true. I mean, and that's a good way, right? So yeah. You look back on that. Obviously, it's easy to look back on that, hindsight being 2020. But you're right. Like that was a weird choice for Joker, especially coming off of like Jack Nicholson as Joker. Mm-hmm. But it worked, so it could work.
I think that my big question, because I feel like being Batman, real simple. You know, you just kind of have to look menacing, but the one thing that is actually interesting is I don't see our Pats getting jacked. So maybe he's just going to be like a tall, skinnier Batman. Maybe it's a totally different direction for it.
You know what I mean?
Bat boy.
But here's the thing, like, can you guys see him being Bruce Wayne?
A younger Bruce Wayne, sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
Sure. I could
too.
He has to keep the British accent though.
Yeah. Stop with the sparkles.
He's got a strong chin. And his chest sparkles.
He's in the night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way no one...
It's the Dark Knight.
Christ. Fuck my life.
All right, now it's time for out now on streaming platforms. Hulu has Knocked Up, a movie that we're talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
The Bachelor season 15 premieres.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. You got to pay extra. Not on Hulu. You have to actually have cable or YouTube TV or whatever to watch the premiere or like the episode on Mondays.
On the same
It comes
day.
on Hulu on Tuesdays. And you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, if you're not part of the conversation, I don't want to
What's
be part
even
of
the
it.
point?
Or what's the point of the I don't remember what I said earlier.
What's even the point?
Yo, if I'm not in the conversation, what's the point of the conversation?
Exactly.
So good. And Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 6 also premiered. On Amazon Prime, we have The Punisher and The Punisher Warzone. Those aren't great movies, but some people like them, so I put them on there. On Netflix, The Patriot Act, Volume 3.
Hell fucking yes.
Just
If
started.
you haven't watched this show, give it a damn shot. Any episode. But there's so many now. I think that we have like 15. Just go to episodes, look at the titles. If any of them interest you, just click on that one.
Also, if like in the United States, they're on Netflix and YouTube. So,
Yes.
you know,
So if you don't have Netflix, just go to YouTube, type in Patriot Act, watch away.
but if you like it and you do have Netflix, go back to Netflix and give them the views so
Give
that
them the
they
views,
can keep
man.
going. And then The Rain season 2. It's a Netflix show about like acid rain.
No.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was-
Scary.
some people have recommended it. Movie theaters, out in movie theaters near you, we've got John Wick Chapter 3.
Woo! Parabellum.
Yeah, Parabellum.
Can never say that word.
Parabellum. I always thought it was Parabellum. Is it really
It's Parabellum.
It's a parabola, and this is Parabellum. You know, a parabola?
Parabola
the
is like
shape?
This is not related.
Is this?
No, I mean, they are related, but like you say words differently.
You say that is a
Even though-
parabola. It's a parabellum. Tim, like that look was everyone's confused. Let's move on. Like, I don't know if Nick's right or not. Nick making no sense. Let's go.
This is an interesting one. Fandango has the early access thing going on for Rocket Man. So if anyone's interested in watching Rocket Man, you can go to the theaters, go to fandango.com and like get a ticket.
Oh, cool.
And then The Sun is Also a Star,
Yeah.
which is a horrible name for a movie, I think.
Horrible name.
Horrible name.
What else? Like, what else would it be?
24 hours to
The sun is
love.
also a star.
I'm sure it's the name of one of his poems or something.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them's got a tattoo that's the
Yeah.
sun. And it's like,
About how none of us are unique, you know?
angst.
We're not, dude. We're just ants in the universe. Parabellum.
And then there's a movie coming out called Anira, which is a crazy space movie.
Crazy.
We
space
talked
movie.
about at some point, I think. Last week I asked you for your topics for our bronze tier level Patreon support, which was just Detective Pikachu. For next week's,
Those are just a lot of words you put together. I don't know what order they were in, but that wasn't a sentence.
It works.
it works. He got it. It's about last week.
works.
The important one is for next week. If you want to help support us, you can go to patreon.com/kindafunny and support at the bronze tier level, where I'm asking, are you planning to cancel your Netflix once they lose Marvel, Disney, Star Wars content? So please let me know. You're a liar. Did you say you are?
Sorry, was the question keep or get rid of?
He said cancel.
Cancel.
You're going to cancel.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You got to keep that shit
Cool.
for the comedy
Let me
specials,
know.
doggy
I want to
dog.
know if we actually get 30% of you guys saying that you are.
30%. We're going to count the percentages.
And here are some of people's.
Takes on Detective Pikachu.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sean I, aka Lazy Zombie 91, says, I enjoyed Detective Pikachu. I agree with Nick that the movie was good and not. It was good and not being a huge
It wasn't
Pokemon
super effective.
fan. It did not pull me into the universe like I wanted it to. The big hang up for me is that Tim, Justice Smith, did not know his dad was inside Pikachu.
Hot.
Ew. You telling me he didn't recognize his dad's voice? Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Never thought of it that way.
I feel like they hadn't seen each other in like 15 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what my dad sounded
Yeah.
like if he called me right now. I would. That's a great question. That's a great thing that he said.
It is a good thing to bring up. Dennis J says, I haven't been a Pokemon fan for years, and I have little to no nostalgia attached to the franchise, but Detective Pikachu really worked for me. I fully believed in the world it created and its core characters dynamic in both its comedic and emotional beats.
Were super effective.
Some of its dialogue felt a little ham-fisted in its exposition, however. But this is easily remedied with the brisk pace, great action scenes, and killer score. Overall, thought that it was great and can't even imagine how amazing it would be to see a young Pokemon fan. To see as a young Pokemon fan.
Yeah. How amazing would it be, Nick? How amazing would it be to see a young Pokemon fan?
I'm tired too. I didn't sleep last night very well.
That would be a rarity, you know? Because as far as I'm concerned, most Pokemon fans worth their salt are 85 years old living in a
last line here,
home,
and its reveal near the end even got me a bit emotional. Jericho says, I like Detective Pikachu. There were some weird logical / physics issues, but hey, kids love that shit. Also excited to see the style for more movies, hopefully. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for joining us this week. I hope you all enjoyed the show. If you want to follow us on social media and find out what we're up to, you can follow Nick at Nick_Scarpino
everywhere.
Or Tim at Tim Gettys. Or me at Kind of Funny Kevin. Thank you so much. Go to the movies. Check something out. Let me know what you think.
Parabolum, potassium, honey, we shrunk
Cool,
ourselves.
great.
Kids.
You can kill
We
the
just
lights.
stop recording?
Kids shrunken.
Huh?
Do we stop recording, turn off the lights? What do we do?
Yeah,
Light.
turn off the lights. Just like, yeah.
Let's go for another hour.